Welcome everyone to today's video, where we will explore the lives of Japanese fishermen, people who are persistent, diligent and always dedicated to fishing on the high seas. Hundreds of tons of fish are caught by these fishermen every day thanks to large nets and modern equipment. The story is not only about arduous trips to sea, but also a panoramic picture of the economic, cultural value and extraordinary will of people in front of the vast ocean. In the vast seas of Japan, especially in famous fishing grounds such as Hokkaido, Kyushu or Shikoku, fishing fleets operate almost non-stop. Modern fishing boats with huge sizes, equipped with large nets such as gill nets, bottom trawls and purse seines, become effective fishing machines. Fishermen often start their working day at dawn, when the sunlight has not yet touched the sea surface. Faced with harsh weather, strong winds and waves, they are still willing to go out to sea, carrying the hope of a bumper catch. Each fishing trip lasts for hours. Sometimes up to several days, to ensure that they can collect enough fish to meet domestic consumption and export demand to the world. Large nets are designed to be gigantic in size, able to cover a large area of the sea, allowing fishermen to harvest hundreds of tons of fish in just one haul. One of the popular fishing techniques is the use of purse seine, where the net is lowered around a large school of fish, then gradually pulled up. This technique is not only effective but also helps to minimize damage to small or unwanted fish. A day on a fishing boat is not easy. The cramped living space, the constant rocking of the boat, and harsh weather conditions are the challenges that fishermen face every day. However, they always maintain an optimistic and united spirit, because for them, the sea is not only a workplace but also a lifelong friend. Every morning, when the ship leaves the dock, the sound of laughter and chatter resounds, erasing the fatigue. The meals on the ship are simple but full of the flavor of the sea. With dishes made from fresh fish they have just caught. It is these moments of sharing that create a strong bond between the members of the ship. After pulling the net and harvesting a large amount of fish, the fishermen immediately proceed to classify, process and preserve the fish to ensure optimal quality. The fish are washed with seawater, then put into cold storage compartments with low temperatures, helping to keep the fish fresh until they reach the port. Some types of high-value fish such as tuna, mackerel, or salmon will be quickly frozen on board to ensure they meet export standards. The fishing industry not only brings a large source of income to fishermen but also makes an important contribution to the Japanese economy. Japan is famous as one of the largest fish-consuming countries in the world, with fish dishes such as sushi, sashimi, or canned fish popular worldwide. Thanks to the development of the fishing industry, Japan's coastal areas have also developed strongly in tourism and culture. Large fish markets such as Toyosu Fish Market in Tokyo are not only places for trading but also attractive destinations for tourists who want to learn about Japan's unique culinary culture. Despite many achievements, the Japanese fishing industry also faces major challenges such as the risk of depleting fish resources and climate change. The Japanese government and international organizations are working hard to implement sustainable management measures. From applying fishing quotas, using environmentally friendly equipment, to conserving endangered fish species. Thanks and see you again. The story of Japanese fishermen is not only about the challenging journey at sea but also a testament to the resilience and creativity of humans in the face of nature. They not only feed themselves but also contribute great value to the country's economy and culture. In the era of technological development, Japan's fishing industry is constantly improving to increase efficiency and reduce negative impacts on the environment. Modern fishing boats are no longer small wooden boats that depend entirely on human power. Instead, they are equipped with advanced machinery and equipment, helping fishermen to do their work faster and safer. One of the most important technologies are sonar and GPS systems. Sonar equipment helps detect large schools of fish at depths of hundreds of meters below the water surface. With the support of GPS, fishermen can accurately locate the school of fish and track their movements. This not only saves time but also optimizes fishing efficiency. In addition, large fishing vessels are often equipped with underwater cameras and sensors, allowing fishermen to directly monitor images of schools of fish on the screen. This technology helps them identify fish species and school sizes, thereby adjusting their fishing strategies accordingly. Fishing nets, the heart of any offshore trip, have been greatly improved. Automatic net systems allow for quick netting and pulling without too much effort. These nets are designed with durable materials that can withstand great pulling forces. But still ensure that non-target fish are not harmed. Some modern nets also incorporate sensors that signal fishermen when the net is full. This helps minimize wasted time and maximize efficiency. A fisherman's day usually starts very early. Sometimes as early as 3 or 4 a.m. they gather at the dock, carefully inspecting their boats, fishing nets, and necessary equipment. A quick breakfast of rice, grilled fish, and miso soup is enough to fuel their energy for the long journey. As the sun begins to rise, the boats leave the dock. Carrying the hope of a bountiful day. All members know that each trip is a challenge, but also an opportunity for them to prove their mettle and skills. In the middle of the ocean, Fishermen work tirelessly. When the boat reaches the designated location, the captains command the nets to be lowered into the water. This is the most exciting moment. As everyone is looking forward to a catch full of fish. While waiting, fishermen use the time to check equipment, maintain machinery, or prepare lunch. Meals on board are often simple but full of the sea, with the main ingredient being fresh fish that has just been caught. When the net is pulled up, the whole ship seems to come to life. Large schools of fish, shimmering with silver, cover the deck. Fishermen quickly sort the fish by size and type. Small or substandard fish will be released back into the sea, ensuring sustainable fishery resources. Qualified fish will be put into cold storage or pre-processed right on the ship. This process requires the whole crew to coordinate smoothly, because even a slight delay can affect the quality of the product. The fishing industry not only brings a large source of income to fishermen but is also an important part of the Japanese economy. According to statistics, Japan is among the world's largest seafood exporting countries, with key products such as tuna, salmon, and white fish. Japanese seafood products are not only consumed domestically but also exported to dozens of countries. From Asia to Europe and the US. In particular, processed products such as sashimi, sushi, or frozen tuna are always highly appreciated for their quality. Employment and community support. The fishing industry creates millions of jobs, not only for fishermen but also for those working in related industries such as seafood processing, transportation, and trade. In fishing villages, fishing is the main source of income, helping to improve people's lives and develop the local economy. In the context of the world increasingly focusing on sustainable development. The Japanese fishing industry is also moving towards important changes. The Japanese government has enacted many policies to protect fishery resources, such as applying fishing quotas, banning the use of equipment that is harmful to the environment, and encouraging the use of friendly technology. In addition, training programs for young fishermen have also been implemented to impart knowledge and skills, while preserving the long-standing traditions of this profession. Japan's fishing industry is a living testament to the combination of tradition and modernity. Between the spirit of persistent work and responsibility to nature, Japanese fishermen not only enrich themselves but also contribute to the development of the whole country. Thank you everyone for watching today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to continue supporting us. See you in the next videos, where we will discover many other interesting things. Japan is a country famous for the diversity and abundance of aquatic species. From the cold deep seas to the shallow coastal areas, the fishing industry, Japan's tuna industry, exploits many types of fish with high economic value. Below are some of the most important fish species in this industry. Tuna is considered the king of the Japanese seafood industry, especially the giant bluefin tuna. This fish species not only has high economic value but is also popular in Japanese cuisine, with sashimi and sushi made from tuna always being a symbolic dish. Tuna fishing boats often operate in distant waters, where tuna gather in large schools. After being caught, tuna will be immediately preserved in frozen warehouses to maintain freshness, ensuring that it meets strict export standards. Salmon is one of Japan's most popular seafood products, both wild caught and farmed. The cold water areas in northern Japan, especially Hokkaido, are ideal for salmon fishing. Salmon is processed into many different dishes, from sashimi, sushi to grilled salmon, salted salmon. This is also an important export item, bringing a large source of revenue for the Japanese fishing industry. Although small, sardines play a big role. In the fishing industry, this fish often gathers in large schools in shallow coastal waters. Sardines are used in many traditional dishes and are also the main ingredient in the animal feed and fertilizer processing industry. Sori is a typical autumn dish in Japan, caught mainly in the northeastern sea. This fish has great economic value and is very popular in family meals. One of the biggest challenges facing the Japanese fishing industry is the decline of fishery resources. Overfishing for many years has caused the number of many fish species to decline sharply. Bluefin tuna, for example, is at risk of extinction if time timely protection measures are not taken. There are policies in place to control catches, such as limiting the number of vessels, imposing quotas, and banning fishing during the spawning season. However, implementing these measures requires close coordination between fishermen, the government, and international organizations. Climate change is also having a serious impact on the Japanese fishing industry. Rising sea temperatures are causing fish to migrate to other areas, changing their spawning habits and natural food sources. This poses a major challenge to fishermen, as they face longer and more dangerous journeys to find fish. Japan is not the only country with a thriving fishing industry. Neighboring countries such as South Korea, China, and even more distant countries are also actively participating in the seafood market. Competition in price and product quality requires Japan to continuously improve its product standards and value. The fishing industry cannot survive without the protection and regeneration of fishery resources. Japan has been at the forefront of adopting sustainable development measures to ensure that the marine environment is preserved for future generations. Japan has implemented many conservation programs, such as banning fishing in marine protected areas, limiting the number of vessels allowed to operate, and encouraging the use of environmentally friendly fishing equipment. Regenerating fishery resources. One important solution is to release important fish species such as tuna and salmon into the wild. This is an effective way to restore fish numbers while ensuring the balance of marine ecology. The Japanese government also invests in educational programs to raise awareness among people and fishermen about the importance of protecting the marine environment. Initiatives such as marine conservation days, marine life exhibitions, and courses for young fishermen all play a big role in building public awareness.